great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. So UCF's offense will have the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Knights will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Looks it in at the 40. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Pittsburgh's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Brown will throw it. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Took care of it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Knights will hustle to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got it right where I want it. Okay, I'm going to throw the football now. I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Dances away.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
And he is engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Brown wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UCF!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Holmes. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Gonna run it. It's gone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Hilton. Now improvising. Fires downfield. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Trying play action. He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Might be changing the route. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed well.
They go to the ground, and they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Hands it off. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Scanning the field, it's Hilton. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Might be looking to run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Going for the big play. Hits him in stride at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Touchdown, Knights! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCF! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Keeps looking downfield. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hilton. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
The quarterback's lucky on that play because when you miss slant throws behind, if the defense is in zone coverage, there might be a defender standing right there willing to take that ball and return it for a touchdown.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Right on target this time. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that
one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Makes the grab, and he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
What a phenomenal individual effort to getting the catch, getting the foot down in bounds. He's now setting up his offense here for a potential touchdown on this very next play.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers.
And
Nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Brown wants to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
With jet sweep pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. He went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. He'll keep it himself. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They run the reverse. And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Pitt. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. You're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who've battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Pop-Tart Bowl.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
The one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? From the gun, give on the inside. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are...
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Knights moving quickly to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He'll go to the sneak. It's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And your offense, you're talking to each other the whole time. Look at the score. Understand the situation. We got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We got a chance to put this ball game away. We have to hold on to the football. 2 hands. Make sure I go to the ground with that thing in my possession. It's a big mistake that could cost them big.
The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Hilton. Just a hair too much on him from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Robinson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to. Running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Brown will throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch on the left. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
And you see those balls times they're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
I love that play call defensively because it's 3rd and long. You know that the offense is going to throw it, so why not dial up an exotic? Why not bring a blitz and help your pass rush get home to the QB?
Hunt is on its way. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. At the end of 3, and we've got a chance to have a postseason classic on our hands. Let's take a look at the stats so far. All right, stage is set. Let's see how it all plays out here in this postseason showdown. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll try the run. Plows through the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Hilton. Makes the grab over the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Quarterback adapting. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw. It's Hilton. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Panthers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the well. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Give to the big fullback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Brown wants to pass. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but
We've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Kick is in the air. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense.
Breaks into the open. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Brown will throw it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes with the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get them to 3rd and long. Obvious passing situations. Because they won 2nd down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable 3rd down. They win and probably force the punt.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.